In any sentence, we learn about basic structure. What is that? Basic structure. Basic structure of a sentence is subject, verb and object, full stop. Subject, verb, object. This is what we call basic structure of a sentence. Okay, back once again. Sentence. A sentence is a group of properly arranged words which gives complete or some meaning. Now, take sentence. Now we analyze the word sentence. The sentence is divided basically or primarily into parts, two parts. First part is subject, second part is predicate. What is that? First part is subject, second part is predicate. Right. Again, predicate is divided into verb and object. Okay. First one, sentence. Sentence is divided subject and predicate. Again, predicate into two, verb and object. Then object again into two, direct object, indirect object. Now, can you count how many parts are there or components are there in a sentence? Okay, sentence. First one, subject, predicate, verb, object, direct object, indirect object. Okay, these are the six basic components, six main components in a sentence. Are you comfortable? Yes. Now come to the first one. What is the first one? Subject. Okay, long back I found a definition in a small book. What was there in that book? Yes, subject, subheading, underlined, and then there is a definition. What is the definition? All starting words are called subjects. A very simple definition. What is the definition? All starting words in a sentence or in sentences are called subjects. At the time, one angle I felt very happy. Why? Because definition is very simple. After reading some other books, after learning, getting some more knowledge, at the time I found another definition. What is that? In the first sentence of the next definition, right, it was crestfallen, in Telugu Pidugu Patu. What is that? First definition says, all starting words are subjects. But here in the second definition, all starting words are not subjects. Wow. What is that? All starting words are not subjects, but most of these subjects are starting words. Right? I think you got some confusion? Yes. Once again. Here we discuss two definitions. First definition, all starting words, that means in sentences, all starting words are subjects. Though the definition is simple, straightforward, can easily be kept in mind, but that is not at all correct. Why? Because second definition says, first one, all starting words are not subjects, but there is a twist, but most of these subjects are starting words. సెంటెన్స్ ప్రారంభంలో ఉండే పదాలన్నింటినీ మనం సబ్జెక్ట్స్ అనకూడదు. ఫస్ట్ డెఫినేషన్లో ఏమన్నాడు? సెంటెన్స్ ప్రారంభంలో ఉండే ప్రతి పదము సబ్జెక్ట్ అవుతుంది అన్నాడు. మరి సెకండ్ డెఫినేషన్లో ఏమన్నాడు? కాదు 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 కాదు, సెంటెన్స్ ప్రారంభంలో ఉన్న వర్డ్స్ అన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్ అవడానికి లేదు. కాకపోతే చాలా వరకు సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? స్టార్టింగ్. ఓకే, I think there is still you have some doubt on that. Am I correct? Right. By observing one or two or three examples, you can easily understand. I give you sentences very slowly. You try to keep in mind or write down. He kills the snake. Sentence number 1. You observe first word in the first sentence. He kills the snake, full stop. What is the first word? He. Second sentence. Who kills the snake? Question mark. Who kills, what is the first word in the second sentence? Who. Next, take the third sentence. Please kill the snake. What is the third sentence? Please kill the snake. Okay. What is the first word in third sentence? Yes, you try to say with me. Please. Once again I repeat. He kills the snake. Yes, you also say with me. Who kills the snake? Please kill the snake. Let us observe the first words in these three sentences. Once again, go back. First definition says, all starting words are subjects. Second definition, all starting words are not at all subjects. Now we put the question, why? Why? On what basis did you cancel the first definition? Then the person who gave the second definition, yes, explained us. My dear friends, whenever you want to call, whenever you want to name a word subject, that word must have two qualities. Okay, once again I repeat. Whenever we want to call a word subject, right, that word must have two qualities. What are those qualities? First one, the word must be the doer of action. Some people call it a doer. Okay, leave it. I sound it doer. Okay, doer also correct. First character that must be the doer of action. అంటే ఆ సెంటెన్స్ లో ఒక పని జరిగి ఉంటుంది, ఆ పనిని చేసిన వ్యక్తి అయి ఉండాలి. ఓకే. సెకండ్ వన్, it is either a noun or a pronoun. అది తప్పనిసరిగా అవుతుంది అంతే. ఓకే. These two characters, what are the two characters? A subject అనేది వచ్చినట్లయితే ఫస్ట్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ద డూయర్ ఆఫ్ యాక్షన్, అంటే పని చేసిన అయి ఉండాలి. సెకండ్ వన్ నౌన్ ఆర్ ప్రొనౌన్. ఈ రెండు ఉండాలి. మొదటిది ఉంటే ఆటోమేటిక్ రెండోది కూడా ఫాలో అవుతుంది. Then only we consider, we call that word in that sentence a subject. Otherwise, though they are in the first place, we should not call it a subject. Okay.